My name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Action.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Notero, a.k.a. Steve Kush-Smoking Stevens. Another day, another dollar. And by the way, man, when you dry hit this master closer Kush that gives you mental clarity, mental focus, it's like, it's just like, I feel like Santa Claus. Ho, 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 ho. Just puts me in a good mood, man.
It tastes like a pine tree.
It's real piney, real cushy, but more importantly, it gets your mind to elevate higher than any elevator and any skyscraper could possibly take you, brother.
Nice.
I'm talking about higher than an airplane, higher than a giraffe's pussy, real fucking high, Skip.
Higher than a giraffe's pussy.
It don't get no higher than that, does it?
That's pretty high pussy.
Holy fuck, if you're another animal trying to get in there, it's gonna take you a lot of work to get that motherfucker up.
There's no crossbreeding between.
No, you're gonna have to get a group of fucking lions to bite its feet and get the motherfucker on the ground and then power pump his ass. It's gonna have to, you gotta date rape a motherfucking giraffe if you're looking for some. You're gonna have to get, if you're in the wilderness and looking to fucking take down a giraffe, you're gonna have to get some of that poison ivy, get it to eat something that he falls down.
Oh my God.
Bend her ass over and pound it out, huh?
You don't want to fuck it when it's dead anyway.
High ass giraffe pussy.
That's a whole nother fucking thing.
But more importantly, focused as you possibly can get. Okay?
Absolutely.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the VIP Sports Podcast. Today is Tuesday, March 21st. You guys will not see this podcast until Wednesday due to the contracts that we have. We wanted to get in a day early. Skip has a little stuff to do with clients, which he's been doing. I have a couple clients to meet and attend to, guys that pay us a lot of money, guys that are going all in. And you would want the same treatment if it was you. If you were one of our clients, clients come first. Well, family first, clients second, VIP right under, okay? So we have a lot of things to do with our clients. As you know, the big dance is coming up here on Thursday. So we just wanted to make sure we didn't go a week, especially during this excitement time, without giving these guys a podcast. I know you were excited when I told you you had to come in at 8 this morning, huh?
Oh, I was fucking
I mean, you were fucking jumping for joy. I've never seen you do a cartwheel before in my life. You were doing round-off backflips.
Well, I did fucking multiple cartwheels.
Fucking absolutely.
I mean, sweet 16, nothing better than getting out of bed at 6 in the morning so I can come in and do a podcast.
Well, at least they know it's 6 in the morning. As you see his drink there, you want to hold that up? That's a little bit far from Tito's. One thing about Skip, he's a partier, but he ain't drinking vodka at 8 in the fucking morning. When you get to that point, brother, we're going to need to talk.
How do you know there ain't Tito's in with this vitamin water?
If it is...
Have you ever had Tito's with vitamin water? It's fucking delicious.
Is it?
And by the way, vitamin water...
I'm a betting man. I'd bet $100,000. That's nothing but vitamin water.
You would win that bet. I wouldn't take that bet. However, I do drink Tito's with vitamin water occasionally, and it's delicious.
Beautiful.
And if your Tito's or vitamin water out there and you're listening, you should probably pick us up as a sponsor, because here's some more free advertisement.
You're goddamn right about that. And by the way, sponsors are coming in left and right. We appreciate everybody for your sponsors. Within the next year, like I said, we've already taken over as the biggest VIP sports podcast. We run the biggest and best, not to mention the only organic podcast in the business. I'd probably say there's other organic podcasts, but we're number one by far.
Well, it's organic, and it's informative, and it's profitable, and it's exciting, and it's...
More importantly, no fake views, no fake thumbs up, no fake comments, no fake nothing.
No fake news here, people.
Like I said, we're real. No OJ, no straw. Everything is raw, organic. Like I said, everything's all natural. Okay? If you're going to fuck with somebody, I mean, would you rather a pair of fake titties or a pair of perfect naturals?
I'll go with the naturals.
Well, naturals all day long. We're organic, completely natural, no additives, no preservatives. We just give you what you want to hear to make fucking money.
I'm a huge fan of the natural breasts.
And I'm organic. Like I said, all my kids eat nothing but organics.
Not a huge fan of the fake breasts either.
No?
No, not really. I mean, nothing turns me off more than if I'm at a strip club and I see a chick come out with these fucking enormous stretched out.
Well, you got to get the right titties,
stretched
Skip.
out-
You can't put triple D's when you weigh $105.
Yeah, I mean, when I
You're tipping over looking like a fucking...
this shit's so fucking stretched you can see their veins and shit.
Oh, God, yeah, listen.
That's fucking
You're talking about those old Motley Crue, fucking
Oh.
Nikki Sixx, fucking old stoner bitches. Those bitches are obsolete, bro. All these new young girls and shit are listening to Drake and they're hip-hop bitches. I know what you're talking about, though. The blonde with the big-ass tits with a road map of
It's
veins.
so stretched out, it's fucking like a
Bitch has a map of Summerlin on her tit, how you can get home after you suck them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's like
saying?
a fucking water balloon waiting
Yeah.
to explode. I mean, you literally can see right through the skin and the veins.
Yeah, those days are
That
over.
shit's so fucking stretched.
Those girls are working the day shift at Cheetahs and don't have a fucking chance of getting in any type of primetime club. But I do know what you're saying.
Shout out to Cheetahs. I'm a big fan of Cheetahs.
Well, and shout out to my girl. She has fake breasts that are perfect. What happens if you've had a couple of kids?
I'm not saying there can't be some nice ones. You know,
Right. But you prefer
those
al
fuck-
natural.
Yeah, those big fake tits where you
They're
can
no good.
fucking see through the skin and
Yeah,
the
it's
veins.
disgusting. So, ladies out there, if you're going to get fake tits, make sure they're equal to your body size. Make sure you don't unproportionate. If you're going to make anything bigger, blow out your ass. Because nobody can stand... if I can't stand anything more, it's a flat ass, big titty veined white bitch with blonde hair that's smoking cigarettes, something out of a Motley Crue video in 1986.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want
Ozzy Osbourne shirts and all that shit. That shit's all played out. Clean your shit up, wet wipe it, reduce your titties a little bit, get those veins out of them, get pumped up, get in the gym, get a little plastic surgery, get your back ass out in the club and get to work.
There you go.
Get your ass back in the club. Because sitting at the end of the bench, working the day shift at Cheetahs ain't going to feed your fucking family.
No,
you know what
it's
I mean?
not. Yeah.
You got to dig a little bit harder
Doing
than
a
that.
little bump here and there, getting drunk every fucking night.
Yeah.
It just ain't paying the bills.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be cool when you were doing cocaine and a little bit of crank just to get through the shift.
Right.
But now you got wrinkles on your titties. Your feet look like they've been walking barefoot for fucking at least 2 years straight. You got more wrinkles on your feet than a fucking Shar-Pei dog.
Oh, God.
Your face is drooped down a little bit. Your makeup is smeared where you sat on a guy's dick in the back for $40. There's more to life than that, okay? So just get a little bit more focused. Maybe look for a different profession. And all you young girls out there that have taken over, stay focused, keep the big booties there, keep your titties proportioned, and the guys are going to keep coming, huh?
Hey, listen, another public service announcement.
Public service announcements from Steve Stevens, Sin City, Las Vegas. After all, I am from Sin City, home of the fake titties.
Exactly. If you're a hooker, if you're a prostitute, if you're a stripper, first of all, God bless you. Second of all,
Right.
Second of all, just another public service announcement from the legend himself, Mr. Steve Bookie Killer Stevens.
And I do have one more public service.
It's not just sports we
Oh,
win.
no, it's entertainment.
Yeah, we're not just beating games.
Oh, no.
I mean, we're helping people.
We're
here.
beating Hollywood. We're beating the game. We may have a funny way of showing it, but we're sure going to get it out there. Like, you know, we love J-Lo. We love A-Rod. But J-Lo, I mean, and we're going to get into the show. We'll get into this later. I got to ask you a question. Who do you think's getting pounded? Who do you think's taking more dick? The strippers or J-Lo? I mean, she's getting a couple dicks a week into her portfolio here, huh?
It appears that J-Lo's getting as much penis on.
J-Lo doesn't have any problem with taking different dicks down week in, week out.
She's got the show at the Planet Hollywood, am I right?
That's why I was going to ask, who do you think's gobbling more dick on the strip, the hoes or
Apparently-
J-Lo?
Apparently, J-Lo's been getting her fair share of penis.
She's picking out bigger tricks. I mean, A-Rod's a fucking five-star trick.
Yeah.
When you want to rate foreclosure or six-figure teams, A-Rod's a 10-figure trick. He's a fucking great guy to catch. You know what I mean?
Seven-figure trick.
Yeah, and a baseball player that's athletic. J-Lo, a seasoned vet that's have every shape of dick in her mouth and puss that you could possibly imagine. Every color, every size. Takes more dick down than anyone you've ever imagined. Stays in shape. Girl's got a lot of money. Probably a nice little older piece to just fuck on for about 4 hours straight, huh?
Yeah, she don't look bad.
She's got some money. She's probably horny. She's got that little
How old is she? Like
salsa spice in her. She's in her 40s.
40s.
J-Lo's like right there, mid-40s.
She looks damn good for 40s, man.
She looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
And she's, if anyone gets the cougar or the dick sucking award or the girl that just gobbles more dick than any turkey, you got to give it to fucking J-Lo because she's out there gobbling more than any goblin I've ever seen in my life.
She's a straight MILF, dude.
We'll get into that later. But
Well, I think we just did.
But we love J-Lo. We just have a funny way of showing it, huh, Skip?
So, yeah, exactly. So, I mean, on the strip, you got your regular prostitutes, your regular escorts, you might say.
I guess here's what I wanted to say, because, we eat at Piero's a lot. It's on the strip, okay? Who do you think's getting pounded more? The chicken cutlets at Piero's or J-Lo and her crew?
She's doing a pretty good job.
J-Lo's fucking the dancer. Then she's moving on to a little Drake. Whoever she's making a song with, she's going to give up a little pussy because she don't want to give up no money. She learned that shit from Puffy. Suck his dick and fuck him and take a couple pictures with him and save that $500,000 you were going to give him for the track.
Right.
That way you got a #1 song. You just gave up a little pussy. 2 hours of your pussy's better than $500,000, right?
Hey, not a bad business model.
Not a bad. Listen, sharp as a razor.
Yeah.
Madonna's the one that laid this blueprint of fucking your way to the top.
Agreed.
And I'm glad that J-Lo embraced it, took it in, and ran with that motherfucker. You want to get into the show? After all, they're here to watch and listen to sports, brother.
Oh, fuck.
It's the fucking March Madness Tournament Sweet 16 show. We love you, like I said. It's Tuesday, the 21st. This podcast will be released Wednesday, the 22nd. Podcast 114, Skip.
114. You see, I got this is the closest I could get to the American flag. My red, white, and blue.
I love it.
Some people call it my picnic table shirt, you know.
Well, I see right through you. Can I tell you what that shirt is?
What?
That shirt is, I'm sneaking off on Steve Stevens and getting on an airplane and probably going somewhere for a couple of days. Let's be real. That's what the fuck that shirt is.
I wasn't going to talk about that.
Well, I'm just saying, I know when you're all happy, you're real happy and giggly and shit, and earlier you want to talk to me, and usually you don't give a fuck what I'm doing. You wanted to know what I was doing this morning, making sure I was okay.
Trying to hit you up.
Are you leaving for a couple days?
Trying to hit you up for a quick 10,000.
Oh, you don't need that, huh?
No, I don't need it, but it's always nice to ask.
No, one thing about you, dude, understand this.
You don't get what you
Skip
don't ask
constantly asks for shit nonstop, and it ain't no loan.
Well, why shouldn't I?
He's like, listen, I've done this, I've earned this, you need to give me this. He'll let you know what he feels like he deserves.
Oh, absolutely.
And if you let him, he'll take it all.
Oh, you damn straight.
And you know what? You hit it right on the head. Say it one more time to the camera. You can't get, what'd you say?
You can't get what you don't ask for.
A sales 101 fucking quote. You can't get what you don't ask for. Remember that.
If you ask for $5,000, how are you going to get 20?
That's a fact. If you're looking for 10, come out asking for 25. You never know. You might get it. Worst come to worst, you work your fucking magic. You end up with the 10 you were looking for to start with. Right, Big Skipper?
Yeah, all I know is America.
Showing results.
America is in the air. I got the red, white, and blue on, the best I could do.
Do you mind if we get into our sports show for these people?
Well,
they are listening to hear the VIP Sports Podcast.
Well, this is actually going to try to segue us into actual.
Oh, if it's another one of those stories like that ancient guy you were talking about last week, I can't fucking deal with that. I've already got anxiety.
This is going to segue us back into the podcast, Steve. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep us grounded here. We told a couple of great stories. We laughed a little bit. My story was going to try to get us back into sports.
Oh, okay. Tie it in. You mean tie it in?
Yeah, tie it up.
Hit that beat, Skip.
Segue us straight into sports.
Tie it in.
I got the American feeling tonight, Steve, because I don't know if you have been following this Baseball World Classic at all.
I got to light this joint. I'm not following it.
The Baseball World Classic, it's been phenomenal, people. I'm a huge baseball fan, as the world knows.
I'm smoking original OG classic Kush.
The United States is in the Final Four. Okay. Last night, Puerto Rico beat the Netherlands. They're in the final game tomorrow night against the winner of the U.S. team plays Japan tonight at Dodger Stadium. It's going to be a hell of a game. Make sure you tune in and check that out on the MLB channel. It's going to be a good game.
I love that. You actually tied it right in there. You did fantastic.
Listen, I pledge allegiance to the United States.
Which money?
Of America.
Baseball. Listen, it used to be hot dogs, baseball, and Chevrolet, or what?
And the Republic for which it stands.
One nation under God, individual with Kush, and six-figure games all day long.
One nation under God with Kush, and indivisible with Kush, and six-figure games all day long. With liberty and justice for all. Amen.
And six-figure games all day long.
That's it.
Holler. Anyway, we got a great show for you, Skip. I'm in a good mood. You're in a good mood, man. I'm glad to see it.
I wanted to talk a little bit more about the World Classic, but let's get going.
Yeah, let me press that on hold for just for a little bit. Right. We'll put that on will call. We'll call you when we're ready for that, okay?
They got a crazy rule in the extra innings that I don't like.
All right. Well, everybody seem to think, and I don't mean to jump off here, but remember when we were talking about that they don't have to throw the pitches for the intentional anymore?
Yeah.
People must have thought we were like fucking around. They don't understand that is a fucking rule that's in effect this year.
Yeah, that's real shit.
Has it been happening in
I'm 100. You know what?
Don't tell me 100% when you haven't seen it.
I don't
you
know.
were just about to lie to our goddamn fans.
I'm 90% sure that's what they're doing in preseason, in spring training. But I'll let you know here real soon.
Well, for a guy that's so into baseball, goddamn, man, don't you think you should know that answer?
I told you in the beginning of the season. They're practicing. They're experimenting with instead of on an intentional walk, instead of actually pitching the fucking pitch to the catcher. They just
do the sign and he goes.
Manager just says intentional walk,
and we all say fuck that.
And they just send him over there. Yeah, I don't like that rule.
You want to get a hold of VIP Sports. Everybody knows, everybody's seen Money Talks. Everybody follows the VIP Sports podcast. If you don't know, I'm the most feared sports bettor in the world, the only sports consultant in the history of sports betting to ever have a television show on primetime television as the #1 documented individual in the world. Everybody in my business, everybody's a handicapper these days. Everybody on the internet's got this package. Everybody's sending out a free text play. Everybody's emailing you, and everybody is making your asshole bleed. Like I said, guys, there's a bunch of trolls and fake people in my industry. You got to make sure you're very careful and you look out for what's going on. Make sure that you watch my podcast. I'll tell you what's hot, what's not. I'll tell you what's real and what's not real. And what's very fucking real is March Madness being in full effect. You guys want to get a hold of us and make sure it's us, because everybody knows that follows our podcast, the trolls have got beyond belief. I mean, there's more trolls on the VIP Sports podcast than any bridge you could possibly ever fucking imagine, huh?
It's insane.
So,
I've been hearing a lot of crazy stories.
Well,
in order to know you're talking to us directly,
correct,
and that you're dealing with VIP Sports and not somebody trying to fraud you and say that they're VIP Sports, I mean, we got a pretty distinctive voice, okay, and so does he. I know I do. 877-220-6540, the fastest, the safest way to get in contact with either one of us or one of our reps is just to call into our office, and then you know you're actually talking to us. And with the Sweet 16 starting up again here Thursday, I would strongly suggest you give us a call and build your bankroll. 877-220-6540, the easiest, the fastest way to get a hold of us.
We don't email, we don't send text messages. If somebody calls or texts you and acts like they're us, it is not us. You make sure you call us. You want to check us out on Instagram or Twitter? It's VIP Sports LV. We love all your comments. We love everything you guys have to say. You want to direct message us with any questions? Make sure you do so. But what I don't want you to do is put a quote in or a comment saying that you got $20,000, because you will get harassed nonstop. Like I said, I'm the most feared sports bettor in the world, which means everyone that thinks they're a handicapper watches and follows me. So they want to see what my next move is or what I'm doing to try to imitate me, which I'm not mad at people. Imitate success. Fuck, that's what you want to do. But it's a little bit different when you don't have the mouthpiece that I have, you don't have the connections I have, you don't deal with players, coaches, and CEOs and in the whole 9 yards. But more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, we're kicking ass and taking names right now. The VIP Sports Podcast is all about the legalization of sports betting, how to make you a better sports bettor, teach you the lingo, and take an average housewife, an average guy, a second income. Make you guys a piece of this billion-dollar industry that's out there. You know what I mean, Skip?
I do know what you mean.
It's $1 trillion industry. You deserve your fair share.
There's a lot of money floating around out there. Just reach in and grab some of it.
Yeah, speaking of a bunch of money and
Don't try to do it on yourself, though. Be careful. Give us a call.
And there's no better people in the world that I like making a second income from this next little people that's our sponsor. Armed Force Radio Network.
Amen, brother.
Makes me feel great to take a person in the military, make them an extra $20,000 a month. They feel real good about themselves when they're representing the country, knowing that their family, the kids are eating real well, they're very clean, the cars are in good shape, and they're getting where they need to be. Makes you feel good down deep. You know what I mean, Skip?
Nobody's got a bigger place in their heart than I do for the military. I love you guys. I love you men and women out there that are keeping the country safe. Keep up the good work. You guys got the hardest job in the fucking world, and we respect you and we appreciate what you do for us. And believe me, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about you motherfuckers. And I just want to thank you from deep inside my heart. I know Steve does too.
I got your back. As we say military, I got your six all fucking day long. Like I said, you can check us out on the Armed Force Radio Network Fridays at 11:30 a.m. Pacific and on Mondays at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Once again, Fridays at 11:30 a.m. Pacific and Mondays 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. We reach 3 million viewers. Once again, if you're listening to it on Armed Force Radio Network, don't forget to go to the VIP Sports Podcast and subscribe. You get a lot of alerts of Rolls Royce Motivation 101, Master Closer. People want to start hearing that Master Closer shit again, so I'm going to start giving a couple seminars on how to be a better closer, how to make more money, just how to master the art of being a master closer, having an objection for any rebuttal somebody could possibly give you. Know when to laugh, know when to use humor, know when to be serious, know when to talk about your product, but more importantly, voice fluctuation, Skip.
Yes.
You can't just have the same voice in every fucking tone.
No, you can't.
You gotta know when to be quiet.
You got to come after them sometimes.
You got to know when to be serious. Yeah. You got to know when to excite them. And then you got to know when to get real calm or when to get fucking serious.
Right.
That's what separates me from everybody else, my friend. That and everybody in every country knows who we are. Everybody in every city and state knows who we are. But my competition, no one even knows who the fuck you are or what you look like. That's what separates us from everybody else. Shout out to Armed Force Radio Network.
Shout out Armed Forces.
Next sponsor, Paperhead's in the motherfucking house. Shout out to Paperhead. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, for you sharp sports bettors out there wanting to make more cash, Manage your players and start your own business with Paperhead.
Yes.
Okay, Skip, manage your players, start your own business with who?
Paperhead.
Paperhead. Start making real money with the best sports management software in the business. Paperhead is secure, user-friendly, and built with exclusive tools to maintain your profits quickly and easily. Track lines from every professional and college league and get access to 24-hour support staff every day of the year.
What more could you fucking ask for?
If you're like myself, Steve Stevens, and you bet big and live larger, you can become your own boss with Paperhead. Try it for free at paperhead.com/VIP sports and get your piece of this billion/trillion-dollar industry. Fair enough?
Fair enough. You always wanted to be a boss. Here's your chance.
Goddamn right. And if you're watching and listening to the VIP Sports Podcast and you own a small business or a large business, which a lot of people have been calling us, and you're interested in being a sponsor of the VIP Sports Podcast, you can contact our sales team at advertising@VIPSportsLasVegas.com. And the answer to your questions of the 20-some marijuana people that have sent me direct messages and emailed us, yes, you guys can approach us. Yes, I don't have anything exclusive. I'm in the marijuana business myself. I love it. I just don't want to have a marijuana guest on every week because it's all about sports. But you guys want to be a sponsor, I'll sponsor the shit out of you. You know I represent marijuana. Sports marijuana is the biggest things that go together by far. It's what made me a multimillionaire. So you guys call me out there too. Dab Lab, all you guys that have given me shout outs, you want to come by, try your product with Steve Stevens and tell me about it, just make sure you got your game tight. On a 1 to 10, you need to be an 11. Don't come over here acting like a 10 and being a 2. It's like being in a strip club telling a girl you got a 13-inch dick, you get her out of the and you got a 4-piece.
Oh,
that's
God.
Very disdisappointing for her. You know what I mean?
What a letdown.
You got to keep it real. You got to keep it honest with yourself. And like I said, other than that, that's pretty much it, Skip.
Let's talk. Let's get into March Madness a little bit. Do you hear this bullshit about guys getting their fucking shit snipped right before March Madness?
Oh yeah, you know what? We were talking.
I never heard anything so fucking crazy.
You talking about the vasectomies?
Yeah, it's called March Vasectomies Madness.
It is. Before we even get into that, question for you: have you had a vasectomy?
Fuck no.
Would you ever get one?
My wife and I have talked about it.
I love that because I thought you were instantly going to come back with fuck no. So when you thought about it a little bit, like
yeah, I ain't getting fucking shit snipped, man.
All right, here's my deal. I'm not. The answer is no. And would I? No, because me and Kelly talked about it. She needs to get fixed. I'm not looking to have any other kids.
Well, I guess we're selfish, bro. I mean, we want the women to get fucking fixed.
Not with me. I got these big Italian balls. And I got the type of nuts you flush down the toilet, bro.
That doesn't have anything to do with it.
No, it does. My balls are sensitive, and I don't want any.
My balls are sensitive.
Here, I don't want it.
Are you saying that their parts ain't sensitive?
Well, it's real simple. You know, a lot of people are scared to get LASIK because you might go blind. I'm real skeptical to touch you. I don't want nothing touching my balls, whether it fixes me or not. Because
I understand that. Okay?
I don't want any type of pain or.
But from a woman's standpoint, it's a selfish thing that we won't do it, but we want them to do it.
Well, I don't want her on birth control going weird from the chemical of birth control. I want her to get fixed.
I've been through this shit for the last 10 years with my wife, ever since my son was born.
If you're a loyal man and you're not fucking or doing anything else and you're only having sex with your girl unprotected and she's fixed, what the fuck do you have to worry about?
Well, if she's...
The only worry is if you're a fucking slut and you fuck other people and there's a chance of you having a kid.
Right.
But if you're loyal to your woman...
Right.
And you're fucking her raw dog, which I am and I like to do.
Right.
Well, and be nasty. I like to be nasty and freaky with my girl.
Well, then she's got to be protected.
Not some girl I don't know that I met at a club that urinated 4 times and bring her home without a shower and eat her pussy.
Oh,
you might as well drink the piss out her fucking ass.
Oh, my God. Listen, what the fuck?
Yeah, you never broke that. You guys never thought about that one, do you?
What are you talking
You're dancing
about?
at a nightclub with girls. You think she's pretty. Throughout that night, she's urinated about 4 times.
Oh.
But yet you take her in the corner and eat her pussy.
Come on.
That's some barbaric shit.
I don't know what.
That's a whole nother episode.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking. I ain't never done
That's
that.
why I'm married. The single life? Then you never been in Las Vegas on drugs or cocaine, running these motherfucking streets with some high-end hoes.
I've been with the same woman for 32 years.
Well, God bless you, Skip.
And I am extremely...
I'm a street motherfucker. I ran the clubs for years before I got with my girl, my dream girl.
I'm extremely fortunate in that fashion that...
Good.
I'm not out of the club fucking eating...
Oh, I was balling.
I'm not out of the club eating no girl's pussy that just got done pissing.
But I had more dimes than parking meters. I was out there getting it done. Dude. Me and Money May, shout out to TMT, superstars out there blowing out of control, fucking nothing but... dime pieces.
This comes down to fucking birth control.
It does. I don't want my girl on birth control, so I agree with you. It's selfish.
The girl, yeah, it is selfish.
I'm not touching my balls because I'm not
touching my balls. Nobody's snipping me.
Okay, so give me your answer. Why?
But we want her to get fucking neutered.
But I have an answer.
Spayed and neutered, right?
Okay. I have an answer. So I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for you other men that are making up excuses why you don't want to do it. You said you won't do it.
I'm not into it.
But you're not into it.
No, I don't want my balls snipped.
Okay, but you don't have an excuse, so you're every other guy. See, me, I don't want my balls touched. I'm not fucking anybody else. I'm not having sex with nobody else, so I don't have any problem. Me and my girl, the only girl I'm gonna fuck is my girl, raw dog. So that's not an excuse. That's what I'm telling you, so that's why I'm not.
But she still has to be protected, otherwise you're gonna get fucking pregnant again.
Not if she's fixed.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
She gets fixed. The reason why I don't.
We want the girl to be fixed, not us.
Well, you can't have your cake and eat it too. If you're out there slutting around, fucking around on some other bitches.
This don't have anything to do with being slutting around.
Yes, it does.
You're talking about fucking birth control between you and your spouse.
Correct.
This don't have anything to do with fucking around.
So
either you're fucking protected or she's fucking protected.
True.
Period.
Well, I guess I'm just used to being with someone insecure that's always thinking about some weird shit then.
All right. Well, nobody's snipping my balls, but getting back.
But I'm not snipping my balls due to the fact that I don't fuck nobody else, so I'm not worried about having any kids if she's fixed.
Right.
Follow me?
Yeah, I follow you.
Kelly's told me before, oh, what, you want me to get fixed so I can't have kids, and then you leave me, and you got your millions of dollars, and you got 13 more kids, and that's why I brought that up.
Right.
And I'm sure other women think the same thing.
Well, listen, according to this article, compiled by the Cleveland Clinic in Ohio.
Correct.
Shout out to Brandon over there in Cleveland.
Speaking of vasectomies, this is where this article's got.
According to the story by the Cleveland Clinic in Ohio, Steve, there's a 10 to 15% increase in vasectomies every year right before March Madness.
Well, dude, there's no better time in the world to get one.
Right.
You fucking take a little time off work. It's a great excuse to take off work.
Right.
You go get your balls slipped.
Right.
You sit on the couch for 3 days and watch some fucking fantastic basketball.
You sit on the fucking couch. You eat fucking pizza. You drink beer.
You got your recliner.
Your balls are sore as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
But you got your pizza. You got your weed. You got you got your fucking beer.
You're sitting there.
And you got March Madness.
Great time to get your nuts clipped. So I completely understand why that rate is up.
Another public service announcement. If you're looking to get your balls clipped, wait till next year right before March Madness.
Or call your doctor and get in the next 24 hours, because I tell you what, if you're going to get a vasectomy, now's the time.
Yeah, discount.
Sit back there, put your balls on ice, and watch some of the fucking top fucking 16 teams go out there and kick fucking ass.
Oh, boy.
I love that. Sweet 16's right around the corner, Skip. I couldn't be more excited. You know what I mean?
Yeah, first and second round. Let's recap what happened, Steve.
Yeah, let's do that. The favorites have posted a 10-6 record against the spread, and the favorites of 5.5 or more have posted a 7-3 record against the spread. Let's go over that again. I know I'm kind of quack and fast. So for you squares out there, I want you to speed up. The favorites have posted a 10-6 record against the spread. Okay. Favorites that have been minus 5.5 or more have posted a 7-3 record against the spread.
Right.
So, 7-3 is hitting 70%. That's the type of record you're looking for all day long, isn't it, Skip?
It sure is.
I mean, 10-6 isn't all that impressive. What is that?
Well, more importantly, the over in the first 2 rounds, 34 overs, 17 unders.
So far during the entire tournament. What is it, 34 and 17?
Yeah.
Favor the overs.
To the over.
They've
been scoring like motherfuckers.
Well, we've been telling you guys nonstop, the money's in the totals. And as we say, 34 and 17 total. So ladies and gentlemen, little shout out to Derek from the D and VSN Network who don't have a fucking clue about betting sports or a clue how to make money. We love you, good guys, just dumb as fuck when it comes down to betting.
Well, they didn't bet any.
Just goes to show if you were going to bet every game on the board, which you're not supposed to, you just take the over. You're 34 and 17, sitting on a bunch of money.
They didn't pick any totals, by the way. They had all sides.
Well,
but anyway.
Number one, you don't bet every game.
2 out of 3 games went over. There was a lot of scoring.
Correct. So a lot of overs is what's popping out there, ladies and gentlemen. That's what, listen, you might want to keep following a trend. So a little bit of advice to look through the lines, 34 and 17 with the overs throughout the entire tournament. You might want to stick on that and follow it. Overall, the favorites are 42 and 10 straight up, which me and you talked about. 42 and 10 sounds impressive straight up, but nobody's out there taking money lines on minus 1,200, minus 800. So that stat right there doesn't impress me at all. Does it impress you?
There's only really been 10 upsets in the first 2 rounds outright, where the dogs have won outright.
Because if you're a guy out there that says, I'm 42 and 10, I've been taking the favorites outright, what are you up, $80?
Yeah, you're laying 60. You're laying 17,000 to make $200.
Yeah, exactly. And degenerates don't have that money. So what are they doing? They're laying out $7 to pick up 50 cents.
But the odds makers overall, the odds makers have been absolutely on target. I want to take my hat off.
Shout out to the lines makers for sure.
If I had a hat, I'd take it off to the odds makers. You guys did your job. You guys were phenomenal the first 2 rounds. 25 favorites, Steve, and 25 dogs and 2 pushes.
Yeah.
So they're right. They're 50-50. That's exactly where they're supposed to be.
We tell you like it is. We're the first ones to tell you when the lines are soft as cotton.
Yeah.
We're the first ones to tell you when they're getting closer, and the first ones to admit that these motherfuckers are right on right now. So if you don't know what you're doing, you're better off just fucking guessing than throwing darts at a dartboard with somebody with some service that.
And you know what this is a sign of? The odds makers have watched these college basketball teams
repetitively
all year since November. They've seen these teams for 5 months. Okay? It's the end of the season. They know the team's inside and out.
Yeah, they're not going off power ratings from last year in the beginning of the season.
Correct.
This is what they've seen with their own fucking eyes, with their own fucking computer, and their own stats. Men lie, women lie, stats don't.
5 months of watching these college basketball teams, and guess what? The odds makers are right on the fucking number now. 25 dogs, 25 favorites, and only 2 pushes. 50-50, which is exactly what their goal is. Hat off to the odds makers for the first 2 rounds.
If you didn't catch what Skip was saying, against the spread out of the 50 games, it's 25 and 25, 50-50. That is the best an odds maker could possibly do in the history of making a fucking line. Casinos, you better be buying those motherfuckers Ferraris. You should be sending them big tips because I got to admit right now, Skip, the public is getting the fuck beat out of them during this tournament right now.
Absolutely.
Period. I'll be the first to say. It's been a tough tournament for everybody. I mean, some have get absolutely crushed. There's no excuse when you lose 17 out of 22 games like, some of these guys we've seen on TV, but it's been a tough tournament for absolutely everybody. So
the odds makers have done their job in the tournament. Congratulations in the first 2 rounds. They may have won the battle or 2. But they certainly ain't going to win the war.
They ain't not winning the war at all.
No, they're not going to win the war.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is where we take them to deep waters and drown these motherfuckers.
Absolutely.
That's why I feel like I'm the Floyd Mayweather of the sports industry, because that's what Floyd does. He takes you to 10, 11 rounds, drowns you. We've got these bookies in deep waters right now, these sports books in deep waters. They think they're on top. They're going to loosen up a little bit, let us pound. And we're going to pound them harder than J-Lo or any chicken cutlet.
We're going to hold their head under the water.
And fucking drown them.
Absolutely.
They don't call me Bookie Killer for nothing. And that's a fucking fact. So, like I said, make sure you call me, because during the dance is where I start. I mean, they seen a couple $10,000 tickets just to get them excited. I told them that, we're not posting many tickets in anymore. But during the dance, I'll post a couple 6-figure tickets for these guys to let them know. But
we can't post all these tickets.
No, we can't. But this is Sweet 16 is when the 6 and 7 figures get bet. I'm just letting you guys know that right the fuck now. So go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com. If you put your phone number in the last 4 days and you haven't got a response, we've had a major meltdown due to our system overloading, which for our company is a good thing.
Yeah.
But it's a bad thing for those people since our last podcast that are looking to make fucking money. So I apologize, and I will make it up to you.
That's why we tell you, just call into the office. If you're looking to make money, pick up the phone and dial 877-220-6540.
Correct, you hit it right on the head.
Just call in and we'll talk to you right away.
Any type of difficulties on the internet or a fucking computer, you call us right away. You know that it's us.
Talk about some Sweet 16 history, Steve.
Let's get down to it, Skip. I know you're pumped the fuck up. Talk to me.
Well, since 2005, the last 12 years, the underdogs have posted a 61-46 record against the spread in the Sweet 16 round. So history has it that the underdogs have a pretty good edge in the Sweet 16 round. That doesn't mean that's going to happen this year. Every year is different. But in the history of the past 12 years, which is a pretty good track record, the dogs have a slight edge, 61-46 against the number.
Which, when you break down those type of numbers, you want to bet. It's almost like at the end of the night, if you're an average guy out there, which 90% of America is, you see that 250-pounder, you're wondering if you should fuck her or not. In this instant, the answer is absolutely not, because you don't bet stats or sides with a 50-50 ratio. Skip, let's be real to the betting world out here. It's your and our job to tell these people what to bet. You bet totals only right now, period. You don't bet your hard-earned money when the bookies are going 25-25 against the spread on fucking set games against the spread.
The thing about the underdog trend in the last 12 years, I mean, I'm looking at the Sweet 16 right now, Steve, and out of the eight games that are going to be played Thursday and Friday, there's only 3 out of the 8 games that have a line of more than 3 points. So if you're looking to take the dogs, I mean, you're not going to be getting a lot of points. The odds makers got 5 out of 8 of these games in the Sweet 16, a 3-point favorite or less, which means they're looking for some some tight games, tighter than a mouse's pussy.
Oh, that is a fact. I'm smaller than mouse shit. I mean, real small matchups. You know what I mean?
Only 3 of the 8 games are...
I'm talking about a margin like this, guys. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get eaten alive.
Yeah.
Listen, the bookies are almost...
This shit's real tight.
The book is so sharp right now that they can almost get these motherfuckers on both sides. Are you seeing it like how I'm seeing it?
They will put you in foreclosure if you're not careful right now. They're doing a hell of a job.
They're powerful enough to where they can almost draw you on one side, change the line of point, and kill you on both sides.
Absolutely.
So be very, very careful.
What game you
Let me ask.
Want to talk about one of the games?
I want to get into one more game. Did you think, Bill, out of all... Because listen, you and I admitted a lot of the top teams played like shit even though they won. They didn't blow the teams out like you would expect. They didn't cover the spread like certain people thought.
Right.
Villanova, did you think they would be the team that didn't get it?
You got to bring up Villanova. You know that's my team.
I'm just saying, did you think that was the team that wouldn't get in?
Did I think Villanova would lose? The fuck no, I didn't.
So, like I said, they're the only team.
Listen, you got Louisville getting knocked off Friday night. You got Villanova getting knocked off on Saturday. You got Duke getting knocked off on Sunday. If that shit won't put you in the fucking foreclosure, nothing will.
Well, the only good thing about Duke is coaches...
Louisville, Villanova, Duke. Bye-bye, all 3 of you. 3 days in a row. See you later.
That's what Coach K told Duke when he took that plane to Vegas to come gamble for about a half week straight. Shout out to Coach K in Caesar's Palace. Yeah, this is my town. I know every fucking thing.
Oh, boy.
Enjoy your fucking craps and blackjack. All right, buddy? And your massages. You deserve it. Nothing illegal about it. He's not in there betting games or nothing, but he's out there firing. This is what you got to love. The most composed motherfucking college basketball coach in the motherfucking world. Where does he go as soon as the season ends?
I told you the story.
Vegas, baby! Vegas, baby!
I know the last time he got knocked out in the second round when he was supposed to be at the Sweet 16, the very next day he was fucking hanging out at Caesar's Palace.
Everybody comes here. You're in our backyard.
That's pretty bizarre, right?
Really fucking is. Well, no, what it is just
Rick Pitino, Coach K.
Just love getting paid.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they were in the penthouse right now at Caesars.
Yeah, with a ticket. With a fucking ticket, okay? With a ticket in their hand, 50 G's on the game.
But anyway,
you know what I mean?
Congratulations to Louisville, Villanova, and Duke for fucking up. You're assholes, you suck.
I was just going to say, if you were looking for a round of applause for me, I got them in foreclosure.
God almighty. They'll put you in foreclosure.
No, well, I used to have a foreclosure stamp for them. They get a big dick, a fucking dick and balls. That's what the fuck they get.
Fucking Rick Pitino, Coach K, fucking assholes.
Why don't we get into the fucking, you want to get into the 7th seed with Michigan? Or what?
Yeah, let's talk about a couple of these games, man. Let's rock and roll, man.
The 7th seed Michigan Wolverines travel to the Sprint Center to play the number 3 Oregon Ducks on Thursday.
Yes, they do.
The opening line is Michigan at a 1.5 point favorite, okay? Wolverines are 17-17 against the spread and are 18-9 favoring the over in the over-under.
Well,
so once again, they're 18-9 with the over. So don't mean to sound like retarded or black and white, but to my guys out there looking for inside information, if they're 50-50 against the spread, 70% on total over, what are you betting?
You know the weird thing about this game? Since you're talking about the total, Michigan, number 2 defense in the Big Ten. Oregon, number 2 defense in the Pac-12 in their conference.
They're 20-15 against the spread. They're a little bit better than fucking Michigan.
Well, yeah, Michigan is 50-50 against the spread on the season. However, they have covered 6 out of their last 7. Since the postseason started, Steve, they rolled right...
Skip, I'm so glad you brought that up. What did you just say? You said these records don't reflect. You said they've covered
6 out of the last
7 games.
Right. They're 50-50 on the season. We're talking about Michigan now, people. 50-50 on the season. However, since the postseason started, they've covered 6 out of 7 games. They walked right through the Big Ten tournament, covered every fucking game, and they covered in the first round and the second round of the Big Dance.
Which tells you their record for the entire year against the spread doesn't mean a fucking thing right now.
Well, it's kind of like they just flipped the switch. This team's hard to figure out. They just went from the off button to the on button, just like that. I mean, it's kind of crazy. But
I thought you were talking about off and on switch. I thought maybe we were talking about SMU or something. One of these teams.
No. There's another team.
Wichita State.
See you later, SMU.
Yeah, see you.
Michigan, number 2. The best covering team in all of college basketball.
Gonzo.
SMU. So what do they do when the tournament starts? See ya. They're gone.
Point is, a team that paid you all fucking year long.
Yeah, they fucked you in the first round.
Here you go. Michigan's a team that's 25-25. On paper, you don't bet them. You bet the over, but they've covered 6 out of their last 7. So if you're following them closely, like these odd makers are, and everybody else is, why do you think they're a 1.5 spread? Now it makes sense.
See, here's the thing. Oregon's been fairly decent all year against the spread. They were 20-13 against the spread all year. They're only 3-5 against the spread their last 8 games. So the weird thing about this game, Steve, you got Michigan that's a 50-50 covering team all year. However, they're hot since the postseason started, 6-1 against the spread their last 7. And then you got a team that normally covers, like Oregon.
It won 6 against the spread in the last 7.
In the last 8, they're 3-5.
Correct.
Okay, so it's kind of fucked up. A team that doesn't cover.
Well, no, it's not fucked up. It takes an expert like myself or you to see through the bullshit and know exactly how you could. Guys, you could. It's a $1 trillion industry. If you know what the fuck you're doing, you can actually make money. Why do you think I was on CNBC and the best in the world? Why do you think I'm sitting on $50 million? I mean, you can actually take these fucking bookies down if you do it right. But you got to pick and choose who you play.
It's a weird fucking game. A team that normally doesn't cover is covering lately, and a team that never covers is covering lately.
So if you ask me, Skip, if you want me to sum that up, look at the total. I won't tell you.
Okay, so let me talk about the total real quick, since you mentioned the total. Like I was saying, Michigan.
Well, I've smoked a log, big as my middle finger, throughout the podcast. So shout out to that master closer Kush out there for got me feeling outrageous, really extreme, on a whole nother level, over and beyond what I thought was possible. Mental clarity is just fucking outrageous right now.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Michigan, the number 2 defense in the Big Ten. Oregon, the number 2 defense in the Pac-12. So you got 2 teams that play defense, right? Well, guess what? As you were saying, last 11 games, Michigan's gone over 9 times. And the last 9 Oregon games, they've gone over 8 times. Okay? Are you getting the trend here?
How many games are we going to give them?
Heavy-duty over trend. With 2.
Our job is to give them a little dabble.
Just a little, yeah, just a little. I don't want to tell you too much.
No, but just understand totals are getting fucking paid. Whew. Skip, let's move on to...
I'm going to be fucking stoned for this flight.
Well, you should be. What flight?
I'll tell you about it later.
No, you ain't going to tell me shit. Fuck you mean what? Skip, don't play no games. Tournament's Thursday, dude. Don't give me no fucking nervous breakdown.
Keep going.
Anyway, let's talk about number 1, Gonzaga Bulldogs. You interested in that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everybody should. Shout out to the Zags. Shout out whether you're smoking zigzags or getting paid with the smoking zags of Gonzaga.
There you go.
At the end of the day, it's all positive. Don't you agree?
I do agree.
The number 1 seed Gonzaga Bulldogs are 3-point favorites over West Virginia.
Yes, they are.
West Virginia Mountaineers are 14-17 against the spread, which is no doubt foreclosure. And are 15-11 against the spreads, favoring the over. So 15-11 with the over. Gonzaga Bulldogs are 22-9 against the spread. So you got to understand, 22-9, 15-11. Those are a little bit different than the last matchup we just talked about. You want to break this division down a little bit for me?
Well, I can sum this the fuck up for you real quick.
Well, so can I, but go ahead and give me your...
It's hard to make money against the spread with any Big 12 team. Let me just say that.
Amen.
Okay? I mean, if you're putting your money on the Big 12...
Jesus, then you're just a fucking... You got nothing else to bet.
You can't trust your money on a Big 12 team this year.
Go play blackjack.
I mean, West Virginia, Kansas, Baylor... I just don't trust any of these Big 12 teams when it comes to
when it comes down to your money.
When it comes down to against the spread.
And your fucking money.
Unless you're talking about Oklahoma State or Iowa State, which neither one of them are in the tournament.
And they've let me down towards the end.
They're all done.
Yeah.
Unless you talk Iowa State and Oklahoma State did pretty well in the Big 12, but West Virginia, Baylor, Kansas, I can't trust them against the numbers, Steve. These are 2 teams that are horrible against the spread their last 8 games. West Virginia's only covered twice in their last 8 games. And Gonzaga, as good as they are, as dominant as they've been all year, and they've been blowing teams out, and I still believe they have a chance to win it all, Gonzaga has only covered 3 out of their last 8 games, and West Virginia's only covered 2 out of their last 8 games.
Let me break this down to the public on how the public's going to perceive this game. It's going to be real similar to Villanova, Skip, okay? Everybody knew Villanova was going to pound that game out. You know, the sports book fucking got paid on that game.
Well, when the line's only 5, you know something's up.
You put a line at -5. Well, only to somebody that knows what's up. If you're a Villanova fan, just like you heard in the sports books, what do people say? Oh, they're going to pound them. 5's an easy fucking line. It's going to be real simple. It's going to be real similar with this Gonzaga game. They're looking at this game with -3. It's a trap. I'm going to look at that Villanova loss. So a lot of action is going to come in on West Virginia, thinking the same thing's going to happen to Villanova. However, I suggest you be a little bit more fucking careful because Gonzaga might do to West Virginia what you thought Villanova should have came out and did last game.
Well, West Virginia averaging 82 points a game.
Watch yourself on that game. You might be looking at an absolute blowout winner with one of these teams here, pal. I'm not talking about a 3-4 point win. I'm talking double-digit win.
One of these sides wins by double digits.
For sure.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, write that down and put a circle, 2 stars, and a happy face next to it, okay?
All right.
Anything else you want to talk about this division?
Not really. I don't want to talk about that game anymore.
Okay, what about the number 4 seed Purdue Boilermakers? Because they're putting motherfuckers in a pot Boiling them like a motherfucker, huh?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Well, they play the number 1 seed, Kansas Jayhawks, so let me give you 2 words, okay? They're fucked.
Well,
hold on, Skip, 2 words. The Boilermakers are going to be put in the pot, put on high, and boiled till they go the fuck back home, okay?
Well, be careful with Purdue, Steve.
I'm not talking about the spread, Skip. Remember,
Purdue,
we're not here to give these guys information against the spread. That's what we get paid for.
Kansas is laying 5.
Kansas is an NBA team against a Boilermaker team here that's played good all year.
We've talked about Kansas all year being a foreclosure team.
How are they playing right now, though?
Motherfuckers don't cover. They're a Big 12 fucking team that just don't cover all year.
That's right.
And they've been a foreclosure team all year, guys. However, be careful.
However, teams that have been foreclosure teams all year change during the tourney.
All of a sudden, they've covered 6 out of their last 8 games.
There you go.
Go figure.
Got to know when to hold them
Kansas
and
is
fold them.
laying 5 to Purdue in that game, Steve, and the total's 156.
It came out at 4.5, so obviously people...
Yeah, it's going up about a half a point.
Correct. Now, is this a trap, or is people really putting a bunch of money on the game? Because we have the wise guys' money. Should we tell them, or should we ask them?
Well, give us a call, and we'll fill you in.
There you go.
Just be careful with Purdue. They won the Big Ten regular season. Number 1 offense in the Big Ten. 6-4 against the spread their last 10 games. They've been good against the number all year, guys. 19-10 against the spread.
Can I tell you something that's been good all year? Frank Mason. You familiar with that guy? Averages 21 points for the fucking Jayhawks. Josh Jackson averaging 17 points and 7 rebounds. This devastating 1-2 punch has proved that Kansas right now is looking unstoppable. Like I said, they're looking real good right now. I mean, I like Gonzaga, but Purdue Boilermakers are 19-11 against the spread. The Kansas Jayhawks, like you said, 14-17. Been a foreclosure team all year long.
Until the last 8 games.
Until the last 8 games, they've been kicking ass and taking fucking names. Does that mean you go bet everything you can on Kansas tomorrow? Or Thursday?
Speaking of totals, there's a big trend in total in this game. 5 out of the last 6 Purdue games have gone over, and 7 out of the last 10 Kansas games have gone over, including 4 in a row.
Skip, do me a favor. We've given them 45 minutes of information on these totals. If they can't get this by now, after what we've said, I don't even want you to waste your breath no more.
Listen, this ain't fucking Sesame Street.
Because you're giving them way too much.
I can't fucking
this ain't PBS. You don't have, your job isn't to give them free everything to make money.
I know, I'm sorry.
They feel they won't even call us anymore.
I'm sorry, I'm giving
But
them
those
way
aren't the
too
games that we're playing, but you're giving them easy money for sure.
I can't walk you right through this shit every day. I can't do it. You got to call me.
Well, they're going to. So at the end of the day, Jayhawks look very strong right now. If Purdue Boilermakers beat them, you can fucking smash a pie in my face live on the air next podcast. I don't give a fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, what can I do to you if they win?
Did you hear me just stop right there?
Yeah, you got pumped up?
Whew.
Yeah, just like Dan
So
Pat.
if Purdue beats Kansas outright,
Yeah,
I can smash a pie in your face.
Yep.
I don't want to smash a pie in your face.
Why not? People will love it. They'll laugh. I'm a fucking, I mean, well, it's all good.
I mean, if you want me to, I will. They have a chance to beat Kansas.
I'll probably want you to because I'm betting big fucking money on the game. Now, did I tell you I'm betting the side or am I betting the total? Inquiring minds want to know.
Well,
I guarantee I post that ticket on the motherfucking internet and you guys see that $100,000 ticket. Difference with me and everybody else, people talk the talk. I actually walk the walk. Okay? These internet wanksters sending you out free games, free Twitter, free this, free that, but they can't show a fucking picture of a sports bet. I love the guys that advertise on scoresandodds.com that show a picture in a fake fucking Ferrari driving up the Las Vegas Strip but can't show you a picture of a bet. You guys ain't betting. You guys ain't sports consultants. You don't know shit about the line. You don't even live here. Stop filming fake fucking commercials when you live in New York. Bitch. Fuck out of my town. Boss up. Las Vegas born and raised, ho. If you ain't a real sports consultant, the fuck out of our way. This is the time for the big boys where we get paid. The big boys are here. Fuck. To all you underwear pitching, troll handicap looking, website at your house, no room having, sitting on the strip, text me for a free game looking bitch. Get under my balls and lick my ass because you're in the fucking way, motherfucker.
One thing about the Purdue-Kansas game, back to the game.
Yes, sir. Back to the pie on my face.
2 great offenses in this game, Steve. Let me tell you what the difference is going to be in this game, in my opinion. Kansas defense fucking blows. 3rd worst defense in the Big 12. They're giving up 72 fucking points a game. That's a lot of points.
Well, when you have 2, 3 NBA players,
a lot of points.
When you have 2 or 3 NBA players on your team, you're instantly going to get the fuck off. They're already thinking about the NBA, so there's no sense of playing defense.
2 great offenses.
Does anyone play defense in the NBA?
No, they don't.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later either, because that disgusts me as well.
Two great offenses in this game, and I think Kansas' defense is fucking weak, and it could be the difference in this game. So
I like that.
anyway,
That's a good assessment for sure.
Anyway, give us a fucking call, and we'll let you know where Steve's money is.
If they couldn't figure out what game to play right there, though, after all the
pretty much.
like you're talking about the defense is terrible.
Pretty much gave it to
Here, just take the over, motherfucker, okay? So for all those people out there that say we don't give shit, there it is. Now let's go do our show and do what makes us money, if you don't mind. Skip, let's go ahead and sell the fucking second half of the show and do what we do to get paid, if you don't mind. Let's go ahead and get in our fucking sell voices and tell these people what the fuck they need to do. Let's get into the 7th seed here in South Carolina, Gamecocks. Everybody and every woman loves cocks.
The Gamecocks.
Yeah, between men and women, the guys love the games and the girls love the cocks. So Gamecocks of South Carolina look to really attack fucking Madison Square Garden to take on the number 3 seed Baylor. A lot of people have been in them Baylor bear traps every fucking time this year.
Well, we told you, be careful with Baylor. Don't get yourself caught in a Baylor bear trap.
Well, South Carolina takes on those bear traps Friday. The opening line of Baylor is 3.5 as a favorite. South Carolina Gamecocks 13-17 against the spread.
Yes, they are. And guess what? Not only are they 13-17 against the spread on the year, Steve, in the last 12 games, South Carolina's only covered 3 times.
Okay, I was just going to say, if you
South Carolina's only covered 3 times in the last 12 fucking games, and one of them was on Sunday against fucking Duke when they shot 20% in the fucking first half and beat fucking Duke. How do you shoot 20% in a fucking first half and beat fucking Duke, a team that's the odds-on fucking favorite to win?
Shame on you, Coach K and Duke.
Shame on you, Coach K. Shame on you.
You look like the UNLV running Rebels.
South Carolina shot 20 fucking %
and beat Duke
in the first half.
You don't think
came out and shot 72% in the second half and beat you, Coach K, and Grayson Allen, you punk bitch.
I think Coach K's tired. A lot of Olympics,
a lot of games. He looked tired.
Yeah, he wanted to get to Vegas, bro.
Grayson
can you blame him?
Fuck.
He's up at Caesars, getting a back massage, probably getting a little dome, and probably got a couple tickets up in his room, getting the job done.
South Carolina covers 3 times in their last 12 games, and you let them fucking beat you, shooting 20% in the fucking first half?
I got a valid question. I think our listeners would love to answer too.
Unbelievable.
I got a valid question. Do you think Coach K, knowing his talents and knowing everything, and I want the world to know this, okay? Do you think he could come out here to Vegas and know what he's doing and win and bet games against the spread? Be real.
No comment on that.
Well, let me answer. Fuck no. Okay? Guys, I just want you to understand, how many times have you seen these coaches that retire, that go on ESPN and Fox the next year, whether you're a head coach of football, NBA, or hockey? These guys can't even hit 50% against the fucking spread.
No,
these are guys that were coaching that. Listen,
I know
Coach K could retire today. He could bet every game on Duke next year against the spread. He won't do better than 50%.
I know former odds makers that used to set the lines on the games here in Vegas. Literally, that can't go 50%.
So show me a little bit.
That can't go 50%.
So show me a little bit more respect of what I do and what I've conquered in my business than some just fucking handicapper, okay? I'm documented on CNBC, which is the Business Financial Network, which runs the world, as number 1 in the world, and nobody else is. Don't compare me to nobody else. I have 13-hour-long episodes on CNBC as bringing clients in on Learjets and making millions of dollars and being the best in the world.
Amen, brother.
Understand that. Nobody else is. I'm the only one in history to have a sports betting show on primetime television, and there won't be another one until I pick my show back up here, which is going to be coming real soon as Donald Trump makes sports betting legal in 2 states. And I leave that up to Skip and his political bullshit, because I'm telling you guys right now, the show will not be back until gambling is legal in New York or New Jersey. Which, do we have a chance of that happening pretty soon, bro?
We got a real good chance of that happening. As a matter of fact, it will happen. Let me just say this. Nobody has bigger clients and more serious clients and businessmen.
I mean, let's be real.
That want to treat sports betting like a business than we do. It's as simple as that.
I have more athletes in spring training right now than you have clients. Can I just be real? You mind if I talk a little shit for a second? We deal with more athletes, celebrities, and more importantly, oil tycoons, hedge fund guys that control billions of dollars.
Real estate investors.
Guys that run royal...
precious metals fucking dealers. I mean, fuck, I got a guy that owns fucking like 700 fucking head of cattle. I mean, fuck, this guy's got a ranch that fucking...
My point is, we got everyone from cowboys...
This guy's got a fucking ranch the size of the state of Kansas. Speaking of Kansas.
All the way to a guy that works at Target. You know, you deserve a second income too, my friend. But right now, if you're Steve Stevens, if you want my bets that I bet $100,000 on that you're going to see, those are my personal plays if you go to my website and you're looking, okay? So, Skip, really, as far as the NBA, I don't really want to get into anything knowing that it's tournament.
Fuck the NBA.
Let's just say this about the NBA.
It's Sweet 16. Nobody wants to hear about the NBA.
Let's just say
These motherfuckers don't play anyway.
I was just going to say, everybody's fucking everybody's wives right now in the NBA. None of them are covering. There's no NBA team out there that's dominant. That's dominant at all.
Except the Sixers.
Hold on. Let me finish. Golden State looks like fucking shit. You don't want to put any money on that any time of the year, any day, any place. Oklahoma City Thunder, they're not covering much. All these teams that you think are good play like shit. This NBA is not a team to bet. There's one team and one play that you can get fucking rich on, and that is the Philadelphia 76ers.
16-3 against the spread.
If you motherfuckers haven't been betting Philadelphia 76ers in the last 20 games, like we've told you in every fucking podcast for the last 5 fucking weeks, what else can I do for you motherfuckers? Dude, Skip, one thing about our podcast, brother, is we don't brag and boast like everyone else does. They cut clips out of what they said the day before. Like, I can't tell you how many things that we've said ahead of time that have happened.
Yeah.
We see the future. We've seen it with fantasy football. We've seen it with FanDuel. We've seen it with the legalization of sports. Everything we say happens.
We've been telling people for 2 fucking months the 76ers are the #1 covering team in the NBA.
All you have to do is put all your money on Philly every fucking day. Just one I ain't going to lie to you.
Is it too late?
Philly's been supporting me and my family.
Is it too late?
Because the tournament has been very tough. Philadelphia 76ers have basically been supporting my family and my clients right now. Straight up. Millions of dollars.
16-3 after last night against the spread, last 19 games.
Hitting 90% against the spread. That doesn't happen. If you haven't been on them and you claim to be a handicapper, you're not a handicapper. You don't know shit about this industry, and you should be fucking embarrassed. So if you're with another service and you haven't had Philly in the last 15 games, your guy don't have a clue or know any players or know what the fuck he's doing. Because the odds makers can't even figure it out. This team can't even figure out why the fuck they're playing so good. Yeah. He's from Philly and can't figure it the fuck out. Allen Iverson can't figure it out. The coach can't figure it out. But guess who can figure it out? My motherfucking pocket motherfucking figured it out.
The odds makers sure as hell can't figure it out. The sports books don't even know what the fuck's going on.
So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, as far as the NBA is concerned, take the Philadelphia 76ers.
Is it too late, Steve?
To start going in $20,000 a game for the first time?
Yeah,
no.
like you were.
No.
No?
Nope.
Just keep pounding it.
Nope. You told me that at game 5, and I got you in at what, game 7?
I know.
Well, how many? What did you get?
What have I covered? 7 in a row, 16 out of 19?
I
asked you a week and a half ago, is it too late to fucking keep pounding this team? You said no, and sure enough, fucking like 4 more in a row.
Ask me again.
4 more in a row. Is it too late to keep pounding the Sixers?
No.
God, they just keep covering.
Yeah. This team is playing together. They're doing their thing.
God.
And what we don't want is for them to pick up any players or do anything drastic.
Just keep everything the same.
They have to keep every fucking thing the same. So as long as you see...
And they're doing this without their big boy, fucking Joel Embiid, or Embiid, whatever the fuck his name is.
I don't want him back.
Without the big boy in there.
I don't want him back. That's why the line makers can't figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
We want it ran the way it is right now.
Keep it the way it is.
He comes back in, the line changes, they start losing and covering. You don't do that at all. So
he won't be back anyway. He's out for the season.
And then a little bit of Hollywood news before we recap, because I know Skip wanted to do a couple more things.
What time is it, man? I got a fucking plane to catch, bro.
You plane to catch? Yeah, I know. You're going out of town for the next 24 hours. That's great. Let me talk about A-Rod and Jennifer Lopez. A-Rod and J-Lo have finally found love.
Isn't that nice?
TMZ's got pictures of them at the game.
Oh.
She's got the Yankee hat on. You know, the first thing the girl does after she sucks your dick and you fuck her all night long is wear your sweats, wear your jersey, or wear your hat.
What is this, fucking high school?
So to have to look at J-Lo in her sweats, knowing her pussy lips just got fucking hammered, and to see her with the fucking Yankee hat on sitting there next to him, J-Lo, I mean, come on, man. I'm really getting played out of looking at you in your sweats, knowing that your pussy lips are flaring from getting fucking pounded from fucking 14 hours fucking straight, because nobody's just having sex with you. They're fucking you all night long. You're J-Lo. You bend that big ass back, and as a man, their job is to fuck you as hard as they can and as long as they can.
Yeah, if you get in a
So I'm really getting tired of seeing you sitting shotgun next to the guy you just fucked for 20 hours straight.
If you're getting a shot at J-Lo, I mean, you're not coming up for practice. I mean, you're coming in with everything you got.
Oh, every fucking
you're
thing.
You're coming in with everything you got.
Calling all cars, homeboy.
Yeah, right.
You're fucking you're bringing in the extra grease.
Calling all cars.
Yeah.
I like that one.
It's an APB. Every fucking thing you have.
Your
kitchen sink.
Your penis gets a shot at J-Lo,
Yeah.
and you're calling all cars.
Even if you have that move where you put an extra finger in the bottom of her pussy, you got to bring it out.
You're using using every fucking move you got.
Yeah, if your move is a finger in the ass, you better use it because, like I said, this one here is a stallion, and she's been ridden like a fucking racehorse that should have been put down 2 years ago.
And you want her to remember you.
Oh, that is a fact. Yeah, if you want J-Lo to remember you, you got to go to war. You got to put your guns out, and you got to be ready to fuck for hours.
You're using every finger, every fucking, every tongue. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you eat that shit?
Yeah. Without any shadow of a fucking doubt. J-Lo's clean as a whistle. One thing about her.
She's clean as a whistle?
Yeah, Skip.
She keeps that shit fucking clean, huh?
She's a seasoned hoe.
Seasoned hoe.
See, listen, if J-Lo didn't have money, J-Lo would be a high-end prostitute. But she doesn't have to do that, so she fucks for free. J-Lo's very clean. She's beautiful.
Free.
She's had, I'm sure she's had plenty of vaginal rejuvenations. Her lips have been, like Stretch Armstrong. They've been stretched right back.
She's got A+ douches.
Her pussy has 9 lives. So we'll just leave it at that.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Drake knows, Payne knows. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's March Madness is in full fucking effect right now. I want to let you know that there's plenty of teams that have not been covering or look bad on paper throughout the year that are going outrageous during the tournament.
Yeah,
teams that have covered all year that are not even in the fucking tournament.
Yeah.
So, like I said, the odds makers are on fire right now.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, I can see right through that shit, okay? So let me be your Huckleberry. Let me show you the formula for success. Right now, Skip, it's all about betting more money on less games.
Amen.
Every whale that you've got in town, everybody that we're talking to right now for the next 14 days.
More money, less games.
We will be asking you to bet more money on less games.
Yes.
For those of you that are just signing up, go to the website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Do I have a free game? No, I don't. Just go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com. We have a $29 package for you on there. If you can't spend $29, I need you to get the fuck out of my restaurant.
Right.
No shoes, no shirt, no credit card, no service. But however, if you do, that means you're serious about, because here's the deal, guys, and I'm not hating. If you don't have $29, you shouldn't be gambling.
How about this?
Hold on, let me finish. If you don't have $29 or $100, listen, if you
don't
don't have at least $500, $250 to put in a bank account and $250 to give to us, you should not be gambling or calling us at all.
This is
a public service announcement. Go get a job, stay focused, and don't gamble. Gambling.
It doesn't make you a bad person. It just means you ain't ready to gamble yet, bro.
Sports consulting is for grown people or young people that already have an income, that already work, that are looking for a second income.
Yeah, we're gambling here, bro.
Yeah, this is sports betting. This is for us to make you a second income, not your only income, because if you don't have an income to play this industry, you won't make money. You can't follow the formula for success. I can't tell you how many people have rolled with us for 2 weeks and then fell off and missed 6 weeks winning in a row.
Yeah, you've got to have at least 1,000 or 2,000 in disposable income.
Shout out to my boy Rich out there for holding on. Shout out to all my guys out there that stay with me through thick and thin. Because the real sports
Shout out to our man Gus.
Gus, you're my man. The real estate investor that makes a lot of money.
We're coming, Gus. We're coming.
Shout out to Francisco.
That's what she said.
That's what she always says. But here's the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen. We did this podcast for you because we want to entertain you. More importantly, we want to show you how to fucking win. You got winners and you got losers in this world. Which one are you? My job is to show you how to make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. My name is Steve Stevens, Darren Otero. Born and raised in Las Vegas, Nevada, 3rd generation. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie. I'm the Bookie Killer. All I want to do is make you more money than you've ever made in your entire life. Nobody makes more money than me betting sports. Nobody has a bigger client base. If they say they do, they're lying. Let me go to bat for you. Let me get in that batter's box. I'll hit the home run. All you got to do is run the bases. You've been losing for so fucking long, you forgot what it's like to win. The pendulum always swings back, and there comes a time where you deserve to shine, and that time is now. Go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com right the fuck now for the next 6 hours and get one of my $2,500 personal plays absolutely free.
What?
I said go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com and get my personal play directly from me absolutely free. Fair enough?
If you don't make that call, you're out of your fucking mind.
Got nothing else to say. It's March Madness. It's $1 billion industry. I'm getting my fucking money. You deserve yours. Behalf of VIP Sports, the family, Darren Otero, myself, the Big Skipper. See you. Wouldn't want to be you. And remember, don't let the players be the only ones to get paid. And you trolls, eat a dick. We love you.
Yes, I bust your Bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Pac.
I keep hearing things.